Also, not everyone is in stocks as well. So some people are clearly benefiting,
clear
some people not.
There.
And one of that is kind of being tied into a story I know you're working on, because southern states that voted for Trump in the 2016 election are now seeing lower wages than the rest of the U.S. And Sibile, you've been digging into those numbers. What'd you find?
Yeah, so basically I wanted to find out states that voted for President Trump, how are they doing now that he's been president for a couple of years? And I doubled down on the South, so Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina. And what I found is that the story of the South is that when it comes to jobs growth under President Trump's administration, that has been better than the rest of the country. But when it comes to personal income, that lags the rest of the country. So when you look at the different states, so for example, you look at Texas. So in 2018, the average income per person was about $49,000. For example, North Carolina, it was about $45,000. And on the lower end, Mississippi, it was about $38,000. Now you compare that to the northeastern states that voted for Hillary Clinton, their income is way higher in 2018. So for example, Massachusetts, it's $70,000 in 2018, and then you look at Connecticut and it's even higher, it's $74,000.
Yeah.
So I spoke to a Brookings economist to find out, why is this? Why do they have so much job growth, yet when it comes to how much money's in their wallet, it's much less than the rest of the country? How is that possible? And he said it's because the South, the game that they play is they keep low cost, low regulation, and invest much less in education. So that's how they're able to get a lot of job growth very quickly. But when it comes to income growth, that's often tied to people who do have college education. So when it comes to bachelor's degrees, there are less of them in the South. And those are the jobs, college educated people who get a lot more higher salaries, well-skilled, digital savvy, they know more about technology, and that's the story there.
What's interesting, too, is that voters don't always vote in their own economic interests. And we've seen this time and time again when we have people voting about other things they might care about. Could be social issues, could be something else. But sometimes you just get people who don't actually vote for themselves at the ballot box.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to President Trump, he's mastered the brand, the message. So it's don't look at your pocket, look at what I'm saying. And I'm saying you're doing really well, so believe me.
Yeah, it's all selling the public on that belief. Of course, all this could change when we talk about the tax benefits that a lot of American families saw might be disappearing when we talk about Chinese tariffs as well. It's a long time before 2020. We'll see what happens until then.